Hi, my name is Shani, and I'm a Ph.D. student at the University of Delaware. I'm also a part of the CONSERVE Mid-Atlantic sampling team. I'll demonstrate how we isolate parasites from the water. Now, protozoan parasites are spherical organisms that are quite a bit bigger than bacteria and viruses, so I have to use a special filter to capture them. Like with viruses, I'll be using a pump as well as tubing connected to my filter cartridge in order to isolate the protozoa from the water. Now, it's important that I time how long it takes my sample to filter so that I can calculate my flow rate later on. Alright, we've finished filtering, and I was able to filter about 20 liters of that water through my EnviroCheck capsule. And as you can see, the filter has taken on a much darker color. Hopefully that's because we were able to isolate everything that's about the size of our protozoan parasites. So we finished filtering our sample, but now it's time to release any potential protozoan parasites from inside our filter. And I'll do that using an elution buffer that contains detergents and other preservatives. So I filled my filtration capsule to ensure that the filter is completely covered with my elution buffer. Now we have to shake it. I have to be careful to place my capsule in an upright position, and I could tell that based on this knob right here. We want that facing 12 o'clock. That's actually called a vent. I turn on my machine. Go to timed run, and we're going to shake this sample at 900 reps per minute for 5 minutes. So we finished shaking our sample for the first time. What I'll do is I'll empty the capsule into a 250 ml centrifuge tube, and then it will centrifuge for 15 minutes. And a centrifuge uses high speed and a spinning motion in order to draw particles down to the bottom, particles like our protozoan parasites. Here's my sample, placing it into the centrifuge. Let's see what it looks like. So this pellet is what we're interested in. That's where our parasites will be. So we shook our sample and emptied the first round of elution buffer, but there might still be some parasites left inside. So we have to refill the capsule once again and shake it. So we've refilled our capsule with the elution buffer. We're going to shake it again. This time we'll have the vent cap facing a different direction. Instead of 12 o'clock, it'll be at 4 o'clock. We do that because when we rotate our capsule, we improve our chances of recovering as many parasites as possible. We finished shaking the capsule for the second time, but we're not done yet. We have one more time that we have to shake it, and we're going to change our vent cap direction again, just so that we can capture any last remaining parasites that might be present. We've completed the shaking process. I'll pour the rest of this elution buffer that now hopefully contains parasites into another 250 ml centrifuge tube and centrifuge again. Now I'll place the other sample that we shook for 2 times into the centrifuge. I mentioned that we're interested in taking a closer look at the pellet. So I'll remove the liquid above, or what we refer to as a supernatant, so that I can conduct tests on the pellet to see if anything comes up positive for the parasites we're looking for. After we finish filtering, concentrating, and further processing our samples, we conduct tests to determine if any of the pathogenic organisms we're looking for are present. We'll use the results of these tests to determine if the water requires further treatment before use in irrigation of crops and produce, so that we ensure we're not introducing any bacteria, viruses, or parasites that can make people sick.